So here's my iPhone. I have the purple iPhone 11 and I bought it with my own money with trade-in because the last one I had was the iPhone XS. So the case I have is from Wildflower Cases, and I went through a whole journey to get it because they don't ship to Hong Kong. And underneath that I have a Chonghan card, transparent card that I got from Korea, and I have it under the case because I don't want to stick it every time I change it to a transparent case. And I do that quite a lot because I use cases depending on my mood. And as you can see, my lock screen is also of Chonghan and the Focal unit. And then in the widgets, I have the ticktick monthly view, I have timery, screen time, and batteries, so I can keep track of all these things without unlocking my phone. So now after I unlocked my phone, the first app I have is Spotify. I actually switch between Spotify and Apple Music a lot, and I don't know why I do that. I guess it's because once in a while I want something new, and Apple Music gives me that. And I don't do playlists a lot, but I do have monthly playlists set up on if this and that, so that keeps track of everything new that I'm adding to my music. And the second app is the Google app because I need to search things very often and I don't like to use Chrome for it. And there's me searching for my Instagram, so please go follow me if you found me on YouTube. And then next is an app called Qoin for me to keep track of my expenses, but I actually haven't used it for so long. But I chose this app because the interface is super pretty and it allows you to have multiple budgets, so you can have one for your work budget and one for your living budget. So then I have the ticktick app, which is my favorite to do productivity app ever. So as you can see, I have to ship something, and then I already pooped today, so I checked the habit thing. And then it has a lot of views. You have all these lists. You can view it in calendar, all that. So it's so good. So now in the weather app, I have all the cities that I've been to in the past few years. So they're all sorted in here. I have the calendar app for no reason other than I want to see the date on my home screen because I be lazy like that. And recently I have been using the bedtime function in clock, and you can see how many freaking alarms I have on that I ignore, and I tell Siri to set them up, but I don't use them. So after the clock app we have the photos app. I've actually been taking film photos lately and I'm kind of proud of myself, not even trying to brag, but it's kind of nice, so just saying. So after that I have the communications folder. I turned off the badges for all of these because I don't reply ever, and that just gives me extra stress. So next we have Chrome, and then as you can see I'm waiting for a package. It's been late for so long, but the postage in Hong Kong has been delayed, so. And then I have CoStar, which has all my horoscope information. That's the daily quote for today. My chart if any of you is interested in stalking me or whatever. So this app is kind of fun because you get quotes every day. So, and this is MOODA. Whenever I post this on Instagram, a lot of you guys ask me what this is, and it is a mood tracking app that you can use as a diary. I've been using this for a couple of months, which is a huge thing because I never use apps for this long. And they actually had a special theme for Christmas too. That's so freaking cute. Okay, so in the next folder I have all my media stuff that I didn't turn off my badges for because I use them for work, kind of. And this is my Instagram. I spent a lot of time here. If you look at my screen time, you will know how much time I spend here. It's crazy. You see, I'm scrolling again. So I actually opened a new account called Hi I'm Mooney, and I'm gonna expand on that. But I used a different art style in this, and I'm very excited about what I'm going to do with this account. And then I have Twitter. Twitter is a place I dwell in a lot, but I never actually post anything, so I don't have a lot of followers. But I'm thinking about posting more. I have YouTube. I have YouTube Premium because I like to leave my YouTube on while I sleep, so then I can sleep. So Premium lets me watch YouTube with no ads. And then I have Netflix. So this is also where I spend a lot of time, but I like to watch it on desktop more. So now I'm gonna share with you a movie intellectuals watch. You should all watch this movie. This movie gave me an existential crisis when I was in primary school. Like, I was so young, but yet I thought about it a lot. So this is timery, where you can track how much time you have been spending on stuff. So I'm gonna skip my bank app because no one needs to know that. And then I have Clue. I use it to track my period, and I'm PMSing right now, but the symptoms aren't that bad this time. So it is the most accurate period tracking app I've used, so I'll keep using it. Then I have Kindle. I'm reading Sapiens. I read scrolling down because social media has trained me to read that way. And as you can see, I was trying to read all of Harry Potter, but then J.K. Rowling got into a trans people scandal, and then I just didn't want to think about her. And then I have all these bank apps and this octopus app, and I'm actually going to show you how to use this because they finally added the NFC function to the iPhone, and it has been a long time coming. Like, the technology was already here and they just didn't bother to freaking use it. But now we can use our phones to recharge our cards for transportation or buying stuff. So as you can see, I just checked how much money I have left. I have $1 whole in my card. But I heard they are going to add the octopus card to Apple Pay, so you can just use your phone to pay instead of using the stupid card in 2020. Well, they planned it for 2019, but they postponed it, so that's freaking stupid. And then next I have this app that I'm freaking obsessed about, and I play this whenever I'm on a break. It is the most pretty app ever, and I don't know why it's taking so long to load, but it is the most satisfying game ever. It is from the same company as Tap Tap Fish, if you have played it, but this is Antarctica themed, and you just like collect all these pretty creatures, and you can use the camera mode to track the creatures, and then you can buy icebergs and corals, and it's just a very calming and pretty experience. And I could spend all day like looking at the penguins like just walking around and buying seals, and this is so cute. Like, I used to play Tap Tap Fish while I was studying for my public exam, and it gave me so much peace, even though like I was raging inside. I was like, I'm not going to do this, like I'm not going to study history, I hate this, but the fishes calm me. And then I have the new Tetris game. This is the polar opposite of the previous game. This gives me so much stress, but I need to work my brain because aside from drawing, I don't work my brain at all, and I'm just like a dumb piece of meat, like going through every day except from when I'm drawing. So I have to exercise my brain by playing Tetris. This is the kind of old person I am. Like, next I'm going to play freaking Sudoku, but it's still very enjoyable, and I have the cute theme on. So in the next page, I have all my business stuff. I have Squarespace, Commerce, and Analytics. All three of them are from Squarespace, and I have Stripe, PayPal, Gmail, all of that. But I'm not going to show you because they are private information. And then I have YouTube Studio, self-explanatory. I have all my analytics. I love looking at analytics. And then I have DJI Mimo. And then I have a folder for YouTube stuff. And I didn't film enough time for me to talk through all the apps, so I don't care. Okay, so for the next page, I have all the random apps. I have autosleep that tracks your sleep automatically, and I didn't put on my Apple Watch yesterday, so I didn't track it, but I actually put an all-nighter, so it wouldn't have been able to check anyway. But it's so accurate, I'm doubting what the technology is. And then I have Goodreads because I used Kindle, and then I used this to track what to read, and I'm friends with my sister on Goodreads, so we can share what books we want to read. She's actually a bigger reader than I am. I'm not a very, very big reader, but a lot of books she read are interesting. So then I have Bumble. I'm gonna show you the Google Translate, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I have Bumble because I downloaded it on my 18th birthday with my best friend as a joke to swipe just to look, because you aren't allowed to download it before you're 18. So then I downloaded it on my 18th birthday, and then I just never deleted it, and it's just sitting there. And sometimes I go in there to spend my time if I'm super bored. And then I have a folder of corporate things, and then I have this my observatory thing that I never actually use except when there's a typhoon or something. Every time there's a typhoon, this app shoots up to the top of the Hong Kong App Store. And then I have Alipay. This is just a platform for me to collect money when I sell things on carousell, which you're going to see later. Then I have Google Maps because if I go to new places, which, let's be honest, I need to use it. And then I have Google Home because I turn on my lights in my room with the Google thing, and then I have to use this app. And then I have a tuner for my guitar. I don't know why I have this, because I have a tuner on my guitar, but yeah, I just needed it for some reason. And then I have VLive, which I don't use, but every time I see people going live on Twitter, I see clips of them going live, I'm like, regret, and I have to download it again, and then I felt like I have to keep up with them, but I never actually do. And then I have the Foreo app. Not gonna lie, it's kind of like slow and it's kind of hard to connect, but the massage thing is kind of fun. And then I have Amazon, which I just recently started using to buy stuff, because I recently discovered something that can ship things that only ships to US, to Hong Kong, so that's why I've been using Amazon. And then I have Carousell, which I resell my own stuff from, and then I have AliExpress and price.com, which are online shopping sites. So that's all I have on my phone. I hope you found this video somewhat entertaining.